So I
Sure.
just want to say welcome to everyone. So thank you for attending our first virtual graduate and professional school expo. My name is Mary Goldsmith and I'm the career counselor at Careerspace at Trent University. Careerspace provides an authentic outlook on the career landscape by providing Trent students and alumni with meaningful experiences, necessary perspectives, and valuable resources. We offer virtual appointments, workshops, online resources, and opportunities to connect with employers and recruiters. These services are free for all Trent students and alumni. You can visit our website, trentu.ca/careerspace, to book an appointment or learn about our services. So we are thrilled to have a representative from University of Toronto and Masters of Accounting and Finance. And just before we start, I have to mention a couple of housekeeping items. If Elizabeth, you could put any contact information in the chat, that would be great.
Sure.
We should have 10 to 15 minutes for questions following the presentation. And any participants can put questions in the Q&A box at the bottom of the screen. And today's presentation will be posted on the Careerspace YouTube channel. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome our guest from University of Toronto, and I'll let you introduce yourself, and the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. And if you could do me a favor, if I'm trying to move my screen, if it doesn't move, just let me know. Just want to make sure that it goes
Okay.
easy. But thank you so much for the introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, my name is Elizabeth, and I am the academic coordinator for the Master of Accounting and Finance program, or the MAccFin, at the University of Toronto, Scarborough. Oops, sorry. That was my own fault. Thank you so much for this time to Trent University. I know it's a strange time for everyone, so I appreciate this opportunity to share some information about this program. So speaking to students who are getting closer to graduation, I'm here to briefly talk to you about pursuing the MAccFin and the value it brings to you as emerging professionals. To start us off, I just wanted to provide a bit of background on the MAccFin. The MAccFin was established in 2018 with 22 students joining us who had graduated in November 2019. We're proud to have had a 100% co-op placement rate. And in our first cohort, 45% were offered full-time work from their placement, and 71% were employed by the time of graduation. By February 2020, we did have a projected employment rate of 100%. Also, we've had an 83% pass rate for CFA level 1, which is almost double the international average. So as mentioned, the MAccFin is a 16-month full-time program that offers you a multitude of benefits. In the MAccFin, you can gain up to 4 additional months of work experience through the program's co-op component. We've had students work in a variety of organizations, such as the Big Four, mid-sized accounting firms, the CRA, Visa Canada, as well as nonprofit organizations. We prepare you for advanced standing in CPA, which of course is Chartered Professional Accountants in Canada, and with the ACCA, which is the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. And these are both internationally recognized accounting designations. And because MAccFin's curriculum is also 50% based in finance, we also prepare you for the first 2 exams of the Chartered Financial Analyst designation, which is the CFA. Okay, so just an overview again. So a 16-month professional master's program prepares you for 2 accounting designations and 1 finance. Just also letting you know that we are the only program on this side of the Atlantic that offers this type of program. So here we have, just giving you an idea of the designation preparation. Our program starts in May to line up with the CPA's timeline, and within the curriculum at MAccFin, you will cover up to capstone 1, whereas you'd be doing capstone 2 right after and writing the CFE in September. So our curriculum is aligned with CPA's module, CPA PEP modules, as well as capstone 1. And as I mentioned, the CFA. So the CFA, we have a designated CFA instructor who will help prep you for the CFA exams, hopefully writing level 1 in December and level 2 in June. Of course, with the pandemic, things have been delayed further, but in any case, we will work with you and help you prepare for these exams. So the ACCA designation is a fairly new aspect of the program. We just got recognized as a certified pathway back in January. So our curriculum has been approved, which means when you finish the 16 months with us, you would be able to write the strategic professional exams that the ACCA has. And I believe there are 4 exams and plus a couple of other modules you have to do. But the bulk of the technical and practical knowledge will be accomplished with the MAccFin. So here we have the program timeline. I mentioned it starts in May for 16 months. So it is nonstop, full-time. The first 2 terms are study terms. So you will be in class full-time. Then January to April, you do your co-op work term. And then you come back to us from May to about, I would say, mid-July to finish up the program, finish up your courses. And then, like I said, you would finish capstone 1 with us, do capstone 2, and write the CV in September. And sorry, and also just mentioning the CFA level 1 would take place in the second coursework term, which is in December. And then you would, if you're interested, you write level 2 at the end of the program. Here is so the course schedule that we have planned is pre-planned for you. You do not have to worry about enrollment. We will make sure that you are enrolled in the appropriate classes, and every student in our cohort has to take every class at the same time. So in other words, you'll get to know your classmates very, very well. And we're also a smaller class, or smaller program. So you'll get to know them very well, and as well as the staff members and the faculty as well. So accounting, finance, leadership, data and analytics, and strategy. This is, so the MAccFin program is an integration of all of these. Just a word on the winter term 3, which is the placement term, or I shouldn't say placement, internship, from January to April. So you'll be doing job searching, I guess, pretty much from the beginning of the program, and we have dedicated staff to help you with one-on-one meetings, with giving you strategies to increase the employability, with personalized professional development depending on your needs. And as well as you'll have access to UTSC Management's co-op's deep and rich network. We're very fortunate to have a wide network of employers and partners. So finding you a co-op, it would be our #1 priority, especially for this term. And we will do our best and work with you to make sure you land that placement, that job, as well as full-time as well. Okay. So all that said and done, for those interested in applying, here's a snapshot of what the eligibility and application requirements are. Eligibility-wise, we have 3 main criteria, but some of which you already would have at Student at Trent. So applicants must complete an appropriate 4-year undergrad degree with a specialization in accounting. Next, applicants must also showcase their ability to academically perform. So applicants must have a minimum overall GPA of mid-B or 73% across core course requirements. And within those core courses, you must have completed at least a minimum grade of C+ or 65%. Now, the third part here, having a degree from Trent would mean that you do not need to prove your English proficiency. This is for those students who have their undergraduate degree outside Canada, or where studying at an institution where the primary language is not English. Okay, so this is just directly from CPA's website. And these are the courses I believe that are offered at Trent with the BBA honors within accounting. And these are the courses that we are looking for. So you see the non-core and the core. Again, the non-core you just have to pass, but the core, like I said, we need at least 65% in each with an overall average of 73%. This is also accessible from CPA's website. So this is, again, directly taken from there. Okay, so let's say you're ready to apply. What do you need? So in your application package, you will need to provide 4 types of documents, 2 of which are your statement of interest and resume. So these are used to tell us why you are interested in applying and what experiences you'll be bringing into the program. On the other hand, because of our emphasis on academics, we also ask you to submit your academic transcripts, unofficial is sufficient, as well as 2 academic references, of whom can speak on your academic prowess. For more information on eligibility and what to include on your application, please refer to our website or get in contact with us. So like I have the contact information at the end here, as well as I'll put in the chat for everyone. Okay. So here we have the application period. This year, though, we are reviewing applications on a rolling basis, which means that the earlier you submit a completed application, the faster you get a response from us. So if your application has been screened and you're successful, you'll move on to the interview portion, which is a video interview through Kira Talent. It's a third-party website. But after successfully passing the video interview step, congrats, you are in the program. And at this stage, you will also get notice about any scholarships that you'll receive based on your application and overall performance. Okay, so that was the end of my presentation here. This is the overall contact information. So if the MAccFin interests you, or if you have any questions, please email us. We'll also book a one-on-one appointment with you to discuss how the MAccFin can work for you. Please also feel free to check out our website at uft.me/MAccFin and to explore the program further. I also want to mention that we will be holding MAccFin information sessions on October 29th and November 26th from 6 to 8 p.m. At those sessions, you will hear from one of our MAccFin faculty members and you'll get a chance to ask specific questions. Those who register could also win a chance to have a one-on-one coffee chat with a MAccFin sessional lecturer who is also a tax professional. So you can find the link to register on the website under admission events. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. So maybe I could ask you a couple of questions since we have
Sure.
a few more minutes. Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. It sounds like a very unique program.
Yes.
Yes, with the combination of accounting with the finance. So the co-op placement, I just wanted to clarify, would that be a paid placement?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Paid placement, and it's actually because it's almost seen as a continuation of undergrad co-op. So then the rate of pay is also a little higher than what our undergrad would have. So it's definitely paid, and I'd hopefully be worthwhile for the students.
Okay, that's great. And can you give us a sense of some of the types of placements that students might get while they're in the program? Just maybe a few examples if you know or are familiar with where some of your students might work during their.
Yes. So I mean, I'll say a lot of our students come in wanting to work in the big four or work in the banks or, that kind of thing. And happily, we do have students who do go there. But at the same time, we have students who are able to work with mid-sized companies as well. So for example, MNP is quite popular among the students, and they are really such great partners with us, and they hire many students from us and keep them on full-time as well after the program. A lot of the positions, it's interesting. When we first started, it was mostly accounting roles, accounting intern, accounting assistant. Like it was very tax assistant, tax analyst. Um, and now we're also seeing the finance part too. So we have financial analysts, we have assistant financial analyst. That's one. That's a popular one. Investment assistant, and what we also see is with these positions, especially if it's a smaller company, most of the time these students, especially in the finance role, even in accounting roles, they end up reporting. They could be reporting to the CFO or the CEO directly. So that's an experience they may not get if they're in a bigger company. So we know that many students have, we want to be in the big four, we want to land, PwC or whatever it is. But surprisingly, they get more. Either way, they get a great experience. And some students I've seen, they had a smaller role in a smaller company for their co-op, and end up getting full time at the big four at EY, or I've seen them at KPMG, BDO. And it may the journey may not start there, but it led them to that full time employment where they wanted to be. So yes, that's kind of the I guess things.
Okay, that's great. Um, okay, well, I think that's all for today. Elizabeth, unless you have some last minute information that you wanted to share.
Nope, I was actually going to put it in the chat. I'll put it in my contact information.
Great.
And also maybe because I didn't have it on the slide, but I mentioned the information sessions that we are having. So I'll
Okay.
just put that in the chat as well, the two dates. I'm happy to say we've had students from Trent, and they come into our program, and they are doing quite well, if I could say so myself. So
Oh,
we'd love to have more Trent students. Um,
I'm so happy to hear that. Oh, that's great
so
because it's still quite new, right? You said
yes, yes,
2018?
yes, exactly. It's definitely quite new. We're only in our third cohort right now, so this would be our fourth cohort that we're recruiting for, and we're seeing more diversity even with the institutions that they come from. And Trent is one of those institutions that we would not expect, but then it was a pleasant surprise. So it was really nice.
Oh, that's great. Um, this is a very general question, but what kind of student do you think thrives in this program?
We're looking for so I mean, obviously, with the requirement, they have to be CPA, like accounting students in the
Hmm.
CPA approved undergraduate program. But we're looking for students who also have that, they want to maybe accomplish the CPA, but also have that interest in finance and go out to the CFA, even if it's just level one. But more than that, we want to see students who are ready to learn, ready to who want to better themselves and get a great start to their professional career, and willing to work for it, because nothing comes easy, as we all
Mhm.
know. So this is and it's definitely this is a challenging program, but students who go through it, they find it very rewarding because they know they've worked so hard and they can see the benefits of that. And even if they don't want to pursue CPA or CFA, at the end of the day, they do have a master's degree, um, and and they're able to get that dream job, or at least stepping stone to the
Yeah,
dream job.
yeah. No, it does sound like it would appeal to students who are up for a challenge because it covers so many areas, right?
Yes,
The
yes,
work
definitely.
placement, the preparing for the exams, and in both the accounting and finance. So, yeah, it sounds. just great for those who are up for that. Okay, so yeah, I really want to thank you, Elizabeth, for spending time with us today and for the students who attended. And students can contact you or go to further information sessions if they want to learn more,
Yes,
right?
exactly. Thank you so much again also for this time for hosting me. And I hope you know that this will be a successful partnership.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, everyone, take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye.